Good evening. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to tonight's Honors Night program. My name is Ryan Biller. I get the esteemed pleasure of being the high school principal. Tonight we will be recognizing seniors from our class of 2022 for their outstanding achievements. We'll also be awarding close to $90,000 in college scholarships made possible by the generosity of the McBain Rural Agricultural Foundation and the Earl and Viola Meekoff Scholarship Fund. We would like to welcome our visitors as well from the surrounding area who also have taken their time to be here tonight to recognize our seniors with awards or scholarships of their own. Thank you for taking your time to be with us tonight. We'll begin our program tonight with reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would stand and face the flag for me, please, and recite with me the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The first segment of our program is to recognize some outstanding accomplishments. We're lucky enough to have Mr. Jeremy Hauser here from our Wexford-Missaukee County Career Tech Center to give the awards for CTC. So, Mr. Hauser, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Biller. So my name is Jeremy Hauser. I'm from the Career Tech Center, and I'm here to present the awards from the ISD CTC. When I went and got this list, I was amazed with how many are on here. So that says a good thing about these seniors and their accomplishments this year. The first thing I would like to do is recognize the students that earned honors cords. To qualify for an honors cord, a student must maintain an A- or A through the first 3 quarters of their senior year at the Career Tech Center. There are 15 students. I think we'll call all of them up. Tyler Bonham in the Digital Media Production Program. Brant Bonico from Metal Fabrication Welding. Kay Cotter, Educational Careers. Nicholas DeRuyter, Heavy Equipment Mechanics. Dwayne DeWitt, Heavy Equipment Mechanics. Allison DeYoung, Business Management Administration. Zachary DeZoo, Hospitality, Retailing, and Entrepreneurship. Carrie Hamilton from Health Science Careers. Cole Engelwright from CNET. Caleb Camphouse, Metal Fabrication Welding. Bryson Roller from Business Management Administration. Dylan Schonert, Metal Fabrication Welding. Alex Sikkema, Heavy Equipment Mechanics. Matthew Sikkema, Manufacturing Technology. And Joseph Winkle, Heavy Equipment Mechanics. And I think Mr. Murphy is going to help me pass out to you. All right, thank you guys. Carrie, don't go far. All right, Carrie, don't go far. The next award is the Perfect Attendance Award. We had one student from McBain that earned perfect attendance all year at the Career Tech Center through all of the stuff we're going through right now. So that student from the Health Science Careers Program is Carrie Hamilton. Okay. All right, the next award I would like to recognize is the individuals with the Student of the Year honors. Every program gets to select one student at the Career Tech Center that best represents what their program has to offer. These students represent high academic standards, consistent attendance, and an outstanding work ethic. There are 4 of them. Please join me in recognizing the following Students of the Year for the CTC programs. From the Educational Careers Program, Kay Cotter. From the Computers, Networking, Electronics Technology CNET program, Cole Engelwright. From the Applied Construction Technology program, Tyler Cucci. And from the Business Management Administration program, Bryson Roller. Thank you, guys. All right. The next thing is the early college students. The following students are enrolled in the Wexford Missaukee Early College Program. This is a partnership between the Career Tech Center and our two post-secondary partners, Baker College and West Shore Community College, that offers students enrolled in the CTC programs the opportunity to complete an associate degree during their 3-year program that begins in 11th grade. The students begin their associate degree coursework as a junior, continue it as a senior, and then stay at the college for one additional year, their 13th year, at the post-secondary campus to complete all their coursework. The best part of the program is that it's absolutely free to the student and their family. The early college students have earned over 24 credit hours to date and will be attending Baker College or West Shore Community College this fall to complete their final year of their program. Please join me in recognizing all of their hard work. 2 students from the Computers, Networking, Electronics program, Cole Engelwright, and from the Business Management Administration program, Bryson Roller. Thanks, guys. A lot of repeated names on these lists. The next thing is the National Technical Honor Society. The following students are members of the National Technical Honor Society. Members of this prestigious group must complete a minimum of 1 semester at CTC, maintain a B+ or better, be in good standing at their local high school, and maintain a B or better, and must complete 3 hours of community service per semester. There's 5 students on this list, so please join me in recognizing from Educational Careers, Kata Cotter. From Health Science Careers, Carrie Hamilton. From CNET, Cole Engelwright. From Business Management Administration, Bryson Roller. And from Metal Fabrication and Welding, Dylan Schoner. Yeah. Thanks, guys. All right, so the next part is the best part. It's the money. The number of scholarships on here. The first one, the Cadillac Lions Scholarship, is a $1,000 scholarship. Recipients of this scholarship must be a senior who attend a WMISD district school. They must also have a history of community service, plan to pursue post-secondary education, and must have earned a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or above at their high school. 2 of these ones, the 2 recipients for this scholarship are Kata Cotter, Educational Careers, and Cole Engelwright from CNET. I do want to mention to all the students, there's envelopes on the back of all these certificates, which is either a letter or a check. So make sure you open the envelope because the letter will tell you how to get your money. The next scholarship is the Michael Shepanik Memorial Scholarship. It's a $500 scholarship. Michael Shepanik was a husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. A memorial scholarship was created in his name to help further the education goals of young people. He strongly believed in taking opportunities to learn, grow, and achieve your goals. He is honored to be able to contribute to your future success. Please join me in recognizing Carrie Hamilton from Health Science Careers. The next scholarship is the Tomasi Family Scholarship. It's a $1,000 scholarship. The Tomasi Scholarship was made possible by a generous donation from Lucy McGuire, who wished to honor the Tomasi family by creating this scholarship in their name. The Tomasi Scholarship is awarded to an outstanding student who is committed to pursue a career in nursing. Please join me in congratulating the first ever Tomasi Scholarship winner, Carrie Hamilton from Health Science Careers. Don't get comfortable, you're on the next one too. Okay. The next scholarship is the James and William Finnerty Scholarship. It's an $800 scholarship. James and William Finnerty Scholarship is made possible through the William Finnerty Estate. The Finnerty brothers, native to Tustin, spend their lives in the construction industry, specifically pipeline construction and welding, and proudly served in the United States military. Their desire to see young people succeed is evidenced by their scholarships. Please join me, there's two this time. Please join me in recognizing from the Educational Careers Program, Kay DeCotter, and from the Health Science Careers Program, Carrie Hamilton. Couple more, I promise. The next one is the CTC scholarships. These are $1,000 scholarships. The following student is a recipient of the Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center Scholarship. All the funds awarded through this scholarship are generated through the annual CTC golf outing, which receives donations, sponsorships from numerous area businesses, schools, and individuals. The scholarships represent our community's continued commitment to the Career Tech Center, career and technical education and the future of our students. Please join me in congratulating Nicholas DeRider from the Heavy Equipment Mechanics Program. The next scholarship is the Dwayne Ellenboss Scholarship, which is a $3,000 scholarship. The Dwayne Ellenboss Scholarship is made possible through an annual donation by Dwayne Ellenboss to the Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center. A self-described little Dutch boy from Lucas who took the long way around to reach his ultimate success. His motto is posted on the banner in the entranceway at the Career Tech Center. It reads, "The harder you work, the luckier you get." This is a message Dwayne would like to pass along to these fine students who represent a commitment to achieving excellence and continued education. Three students received this scholarship from Health Science Careers, Carrie Hamilton. From Educational Careers, Aaliyah Kitson. And from Heavy Equipment Mechanics, Joseph Winkle. guys. And our last scholarship is the Wexford Misaki Professional Federation Scholarship. It's a $500 scholarship. I'm pleased to present this award on behalf of the Wexford Misaki Professional Federation. This scholarship is made possible by the union members of the Wexford Misaki Professional Federation and the AFT. Every year, one student receives a $500 scholarship. This year, please help me in congratulating the recipient, Cole Engelwright from the CNET program. All right, only 4 more pages. No, I'm done. So at this time, I'll have Mr. Biller come back. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Hauser. I appreciate your time tonight to come over and recognize our students from CTC. Next up, for outstanding accomplishments, I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Jacob Stieg to honor our students with the 4-H honor cords.
Good evening. Again, my name is Jacob Stieg. I'm the Osceola County 4-H coordinator, and I'm representing the Osceola County MSU Extension tonight. I want to thank the McBain High School for allowing me to come up and honor 2 students that have completed their career, especially with the high school. The 4-H Council several years ago decided to honor our graduating seniors by having the criteria of them being active all 4 years in their high school career with Osceola County 4-H, and one of the year recipients has actually participated in my program for 13 years. So up first we have Morgan Eisinga. Morgan has been active with Osceola County 4-H for 4 years. She was part of the Barn Busters 4-H Club, and she exhibited beef and swine. So let's give her another big round of applause. Morgan. Congratulations. And their second recipient of the honor cords here is Brant Bonico. Brant has been active in Osceola County 4-H for 13 years. He was one of my first 6-year-olds when I took this position 13 years ago. He's been part of the Mighty Milkers for all 13 years, and he is known for his dairy cattle and swine. So let's give him a big round of applause.
Okay, next up, unfortunately, Staff Sergeant Matthew Rikers could not be here tonight, so I'm going to be issuing the Marine Corps Awards, where they recognize a few different things. The first one is the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. It's sponsored by the United States Marine Youth Foundation, a nonprofit organization established to provide incentives for achievement in our nation's schools. The foundation has been provided an award for musical excellence for student musicians across the country. Over the years, the program has been highly successful. We have tonight 2 recipients of this award. The first one is Kata Cotter. And our second is Christian Mitchell. The second award is the Distinguished Athlete Award. It is designed to recognize high school varsity athletes who display courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership, and who are also exemplary citizens and positive role models for younger students. It is not necessary that these recipients are the best athletes, but instead are those who are the most inspirational, display the greatest determination and will to win, or other Marine-like attributes. We have 2 recipients of these awards. The first one, Distinguished Athlete Award, goes to Maya Izinga. And our second award for Distinguished Athlete Award goes to Dylan Schoner. The last award that the Marines are issuing tonight is the Scholastic Excellence Award. It is designed to recognize noteworthy academic achievement and leadership in high school students. The nominees should be exemplary, young citizens, and role models for their peers. Award recipients need not necessarily be a straight A student. They may be those students who have shown the greatest degree of academic improvement over the past semester or year. We have 2 award recipients. The first Scholastic Excellence Award winner is Reese Ensing. And our second award goes to Joe Winkle. Next in our program, it's my pleasure to skip to the senior scholars. We are going to announce those and make sure they have their recognition today. Senior scholars continue to be recognized in place of the traditional valedictorian and salutatorian. Senior scholars are based on the basis of both their SAT score and their grade point average. And the combination of these 2 scores then creates a numerical ranking. The top 10% of our graduating class will be honored as the senior scholar. Tonight we will present a golden medallion to be worn at graduation, signifying their achievement as a 2022 senior scholar. Senior scholars, would you please come forward when I read your name? Michaela Bell. Kyla Boonstra. Kata Cotter. Reese Ensing. Emily Gildy. And finishing with a perfect 4.0 GPA, Taylor Bentham. And James Taylor. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to move to our teacher awards. Each one of our teachers throughout the course of the year see students improve and impress them. And this is our seniors honors tonight. So there's some of our staff that have been here tonight or come tonight to honor the seniors that they've chosen. And so our first Student of the Year award is from Mrs. Mills.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Sorry. Okay. Hi. I'd like to ask the seniors to stay up here after we say your name so we can take a quick photo. All right. So, education at its best is helping students explore their passions, and that intrinsic motivation that creates lifelong learners. This is no more true than in my student of the year, which is Carson Agama. I've known Carson for 13 years, and she has made me laugh every day. So, come on up, Carson.
Howdy, I am Gary Vanna here, and I am going to pass a couple awards, but it's been a tradition for the last forever that I have to start off with a joke, and this one's dedicated to Mr. V. Why did Han Solo not like his steak? Because it was chewy. If you don't understand that, Tucker would be happy to explain to you about the Star Wars folklore on that story. All right, so today we're going to honor a senior as a student of the year, and I'm going to announce the name, then I'll say some nice stuff about him. Most of it will be true. My student of the year is Cole Engelwright. Here in McBain, we have this little thing we like to call the Rambler Review. It started off as a little two guys talking some sports, and it started off with a single camera, and it was kind of grainy picture. And Cole came in his freshman year, and he said, we can make this better. We can make this something that this community will be proud of. And Cole pushed me, I would push Cole, and together we developed a program that went from just a single camera to where you can sit, watch a game from multi-camera angles, instant replay in the game, halftime shows from hot tubs, as well as just raising the level of everything. I like to say, through the hard work of Cole, this small community has a gem that most of the state is jealous of, and that is why Cole is my student of the year. Now, Mr. Coleman couldn't make it here tonight. I don't know if you realize he's retired and he had to watch Jeopardy. He did leave me with a joke, though. He did want to let you guys know that in the past he used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but don't worry, he's turned himself around. We are going to go for the Outstanding Shop Students of the Year. There were 4 outstanding candidates, but 2 will take an honor tonight. The first person that we are going to honor will be Joe Winkle. And the second one is Dylan Schonert. Now I'm going to have to read this verbatim because I'm not sure I fully understand it, but Joe made an exceptional 7-drawer dresser out of hickory with inset drawer fonts and raised paneled sides. Dylan, on his hand, made a very nice queen-size headboard and footboard out of walnut and maple X treatment to the front. In addition to that, both kids are excellent leaders in the classroom, willing to help out whenever anyone or everyone might need help. They were Bruce Jr. and Bruce Jr. Jr. He also did want to recognize Brock Maloney for a walnut dining room set and Nick DeRider for a nice oak dresser. So Dylan and Joel.
Hello, I'm Danny Utek. Among other things, I teach AP Calculus and Computer Science. The students took a standardized test at the beginning of May and will get their test results in July to see if they get credit for some college classes. There's many reasons to take AP classes. Some students want the knowledge because they need to take more calculus and Calc 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 when they get into college, and they want to save some money and place out of some classes. Some students take AP classes to build on their skills so that they're more prepared for the classes they have to take in college, and some students want to take a college class at half pace and pass the test so that they never have to take another math class ever again in their entire life, which is a lot of them right up there, yeah. So all of them honestly deserve Student of the Year, but I can only give one. And additionally, for this child, we also called calculus empathy training for when she is the teacher in class. She will know how her students feel. So Reese, come on up.
Okay, next we have a Student of the Year award from our English department. Both Mr. Forsell and Mrs. Hamlet cannot be here tonight. They do have something to say, though. So I will do Mrs. Hamlet's first for her. My Student of the Year is selected due to her tenacity and growth within the classroom. She would simply not give up on an assignment and worked hard to give me her best. She tossed ideas, concepts, and guidelines around until she found a working solution. She developed her English skills as she pushed herself to try new things, as well as refine the old. She offered herself the freedom to think through a process and to ask enlightening questions. She was a wonderful asset to the classroom, and her directness and humor were appreciated by all. As Dr. Seuss may say, I'm excited to see the places you will go. For Mrs. Hamlet, Student of the Year, Morgan Eisinga. Next, Mr. Forsell. Tyler Bonham has been a remarkable, curious mind. He knows the exhilaration that comes from the mind's discoveries, and Tyler's mind is always active. On the loose, discovering something new, running down some new obsession or curiosity, I enjoyed every day Tyler was a student of my English 12. For every day he contributed something intelligent and fresh. Tyler Bonham. Okay. And next up, we have Mrs. Wiggins. Is she here tonight? Let's see, I think she already did hers. Okay. Mr. Sean Mulder, you're next. Okay, so that is our Student of the Years. Hold on. That is our Student of the Year awards. We're going to complete that. Ready? Nice. Good job. All right, next up is the Highland Conference Scholar Athlete Award by Mr. Sean Mulder.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Mulder. I'm here tonight to present the Highland Conference Scholar Athlete Award. The criteria for that award includes a graduating with a 3.5 GPA or higher, and also participating in 2 varsity sports your senior year. We're asked to select 1 male and 1 female every year. This is selected by myself and our varsity coaches. This year's recipients are Tyler Cucci and Reese Ensign. This really is one of my favorite nights of the year, especially in the spring, to take a little bit of time to celebrate kids who get it done in the classroom and athletically. There's a lot of negative that we deal with throughout the course of the day, throughout the course of a year. It seems like that a lot of your resources are spent on that. And these kids don't get the appropriate recognition for just doing the right thing. So I really appreciate being here and taking time to celebrate that. So I'm going to start with Reese. She's graduating with a 3.99 GPA. She participated in cross country and track, all conference, all region, all area, multiple years, and a state qualifier in cross country all 4 years, and she's the only the second female athlete to do that at McBain. So I also like to come up with something that's kind of interesting with them. And she put down ice fishing with her dad. And I had known, I think it's a couple years now, but I had known that she had caught, I think it was 38.5-inch pike on Higgins Lake, and that's way bigger than I've ever caught, so I thought it was really sweet. But even just being out on the lake in February is an accomplishment in itself. So I wanted to share that. And then next is Ty Cucci, graduating with a 3.85 GPA, participated in basketball and baseball. All conference for baseball, was part of the boys district championships for basketball in 01 and 02, and then the regionals for basketball in 01. And something interesting about Ty is the dude is just a hunter. Like, he hunts everything, and he's really good at it. I have to tell a story because you guys won't believe me, but he told me that this year they were turkey hunting with his 80-year-old grandma, and they were belly crawling after turkeys. They weren't successful, which is shocking, but he blamed it on his grandma. So, Grandma, if you're listening or if you're here, totally threw you under the bus for that. So, but just really 2 of the nicest kids in the school, and just going to miss you guys next year. So, congratulations.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Sean Murphy. I'm the history teacher, as well as I have the privilege of being the National Honor Society advisor here at school. Every year, our Honor Society sponsors blood drives, and this is our way to help support our community needs. The donations that we receive, they stay local in our area. They help our friends, family members, neighbors. This year, through our drives, we were able to raise or donate 188 pints of blood, which was able to save close to 600 lives. That's a major accomplishment in and of itself. When I first took over, our average blood drives were somewhere around 20 to 25 units, so we have more than tripled that. One of the things that I've found with blood drives is that it can be an A negative experience, so it's important to be positive. That was for you, Mr. Acom. Each member of our National Honor Society is asked to either work, donate, or recruit for our blood drives. The following students, and I'm going to read off here, and I would ask that you hold your applause until they all come up. The following students have met the minimum requirement of getting 30 hours of service for our blood drives through either donating themselves, recruiting donors, or working the blood drives. So when I call you, come on up. Carson Agama, Taylor Bentham, Amara Berge, Kyla Boonstra, Kata Cotter, Maya Isinga, Emily Gildy, Claire Goodrich, Brock Maloney, Bryson Roller, Emma Skierbeck, Dylan Schonert, and Tana Van Polen. Each of these students will be receiving a blood cord in recognition of their 30 hours of service. The following members I'm about to read have each contributed more than 60 hours of service, either planning, organizing, working, donating, or recruiting donors over the last 2 years. They will be receiving the distinct red blood cords for their efforts. Those students are Michaela Bell, Caitlin Bunning, Reese Ensing, and Ella Schroeder. Can we please give these volunteers a big round of applause? Thank you. I also have the honor of being the president for the McBain Parent-Teacher Organization, or the PTO. Each year, we offer scholarships to graduating seniors who have exemplified service to their community through volunteer efforts. This $500 scholarship is based on a combination of things. We look at grade point average, GPA, strong character, as well as volunteer activities both in school as well as throughout their community. The recipients for the scholarship this year are Caitlin Bunning and Tana Van Polen.
Good evening. I have the honor tonight to recognize our Merritt Butterfield United Methodist Church Scholarship Award recipients. The 4 very deserving seniors that I will be recognizing tonight have won a scholarship for $500, and one of the things that needed to be accomplished with this award was that they were a resident of Missaukee County. So I will call them to the stage, and please hold your applause until I've said all their names. Joe Winkle, Tana Van Polen, Caitlin Bunning, and Reese Ensing.
Next in our program, Mr. Chris Pellerito is here from Mid-Michigan College for a scholarship. There he is. I knew I saw you.
Hey. I grew up downstate, east side of Detroit, and a long time ago, the only thing I knew about McBain was pretty good high school football program. Now that I've worked with Mid-Michigan College for about 15 years, a little more than 15 years, I've gotten to know you folks, and I've gotten to find out, my gosh, it's so much more than a pretty okay football program. Last November, I had the privilege to get to know Taylor and her mom a little bit. And you have this feeling like, oh, wow, you know, this is one of those students you want to put an asterisk on them because you know they're going to be doing well in the future, whatever they're doing. The Laker Distinction Scholarship, by the way, I've been a coach a long time and I have this little competitive streak in me. I hope you take note of the only college that sent somebody here tonight. Okay, sorry, I had to digress on that. The Laker Distinction Scholarship is it's a pretty fierce competition, generally speaking, middle of the state. Students are invited to be part of it. They compete in multiple layers and levels, things like a creative project, an enhanced resume. In the end, it begins in November. It culminates with a series of interviews at the end. And my colleagues just said to me when they were done with the interviews, oh my gosh, this Taylor, remarkable. Ultimately, these students have the chance to earn a full ride to Mid. There are 6 total full rides. 2 of those full rides are 2-year full rides, the Presidential Scholarship. Taylor has earned one of those. In addition to the 62 credits, there's also a $500 stipend that goes along each semester because books are costly. They're worth it, but they're costly. And altogether, the transferable value of those credits essentially is over $25,000. I am elated to announce and make sure that you recognize, man, if this student is representative of the community of McBain, oh my gosh, home run. Taylor Bentham.
Thank you, Chris, for being here. Appreciate that. And those kind words for Taylor. Next up, we're going to mosey through our scholarships and get those out of the way here, and so we can go on with our evening. This is a special time for me. It's a fun time for me in our scholarship committee. Before I, get into some of this stuff, Early Miela Vikoff, the scholarship that they are presenting, this fund was created by a generous gift from the Meekoff family in 2002. This charitable trust is an endowment that will provide scholarship opportunities for many years to come. This year, the following students will be the recipients of this scholarship. There are 2 winners here that I'm going to mention first. The first one is Zachary Dezou for $600. And Cole Engelwright for another $600. This year, we will be giving from the Meekoff Scholarship Fund an extra $2,000 each to the runners-up of our Peter J. Vanderpool Award, which will be announced at graduation. So that is where those will go, and those will be announced at graduation. A little bit, before we get into the foundation scholarships, I want to give some credit to a lot of people who spend a lot of time and energy to make sure that this scholarship fund, this foundation, is working hard for our students and only our students. These people are the people that sit on the board of directors for the foundation, the McBain Rural Agricultural School Foundation, and the monies that they work hard for and protect and look out for benefit our students each and every year. This year to the tune of approximately $82,000. So this is a wonderful organization. I can't tell you the number of schools that I've been a part of has never had this, and these are special people. So the board of directors, if you are here tonight, I'd like to just have you stand quick and everybody recognize you if you're here. Anyone here? Excellent. Hey. Thank you again for your hard work. We appreciate you and what you do. Our first scholarship from the foundation scholarships that we will be giving tonight is the Daniel Bachman Scholarship. It's worth a $3,000 scholarship, and we have 3 winners tonight. A little bit about Daniel Bachman. The Daniel Bachman Scholarship was initiated in 2007 and first awarded in 2008, following the retirement of Superintendent Bachman. Mr. Bachman worked in the field of education for 38 years as a teacher, a principal, and a superintendent in 2 districts. He served as a superintendent of McBain Public Schools from 96 to 2007. He was a Colorado high school graduate, and post-secondary schools include Bob Jones University, Eastern Michigan University, Western Michigan University. Recipients should be students who have exemplary character qualities and moral standards. Illustrations of these qualities include honesty, integrity, good work ethic, selflessness, respect for others, and a positive mental attitude. The recipients should have the reputation of academic performance at the highest possible level for their personal giftedness. Our 3 winners tonight: Taylor Bentham, Carrie Hamilton, and Ella Schroeder. While the girls are walking up, I want to remind all recipients of, if you get one of these things, Mrs. Short has put a little tag on the inside to instruct you what's behind your certificate, okay? So make sure you check those out. Okay, thank you guys. We'll bring it back up at the end, okay? The next is the Roger Bazine and Sons Scholarship. It's a $1,000 scholarship. This scholarship was established in 2021 and is funded by Roger Bazine and Sons. Roger and his wife May have both been lifelong residents of the McBain area and supporters of McBain School District. Their 2 sons, Bob and Jerry, both graduated from McBain High School, and the scholarship is designed for those students interested in furthering their education in diesel hydraulics technology, engine or machine maintenance and repair, or engine mechanic or welding skilled trades, or other related curriculum. This scholarship is offered to the students who are entering not only a college, but certification program or trade school. This year's winner is Landon Ely. Next up, the Robert M. Bauma Memorial Scholarship is a $1,000 scholarship. The Robert M. Bauma Memorial Scholarship Fund was established in 2011 by the Bauma family to honor the memory of Robert Bauman. Bob graduated from Hope College and began a career in industrial engineering. He returned to college to earn his teaching certificate in 1972 and taught in the McBain school system for 15 years. Bob's focus was sixth grade math as well as the school's safety patrol program. Bob's positive and friendly personality endeared him to the students and the faculty. He retired in Florida in 1987 and spent summers in Cadillac area. It is preferred that the scholarship be awarded to students who are seeking out a career goal of teaching. And this evening's winner is Carson Agama. Our next award is the Donald L. and Edith L. Darnell Family Scholarship, worth $1,400. This fund, which established in 2001, is one of the initial McBain Rural Agricultural School Foundation funds. Donald and Edith Darnell were both very active in the community and strong supporters of the McBain Public School. Edith was a teacher and Donald was involved in school administration. Donald also established a successful business that expanded throughout central Michigan. We have two winners tonight, Zachary DeZoo and Cole Engelwright. Next up are our Ellen Boss Scholarship, worth $3,000. This fund, which was established in 2002, is one of the initial McBain Rural Agricultural School funds. Dwayne was born in Cadillac, moved to Lucas at a young age, attending Lucas Elementary School through sixth grade, and then attended McBain Public School, graduating in 1950. After a tour in the Navy, he graduated from Fair State College with a BS in business. Dwayne owned a very successful business headquartered in Grand Rapids, which he ran for many years before retiring in the Cadillac area. Dwayne has a strong desire to help kids and has dedicated much of his time in his retirement years finding ways to help them. We have 12 recipients tonight for our Ellen Boss Scholarship. Amara Berge. Kyla Boonstra. Caitlin Bunning. Kata Cotter. Morgan Isinga. Maya Isinga. Emily Gildy. Brock Maloney. Bryson Roller. Jersey Scott. James Taylor. And Tucker Vanderveld. Congratulations, guys. Our next scholarship is the Gary J. Ellenboss Scholarship, for $1,000. Gary J. Ellenboss is honored to grant this scholarship, which is funded in perpetuity and is open to all fields of study. Mr. Ellenboss began his education in a one-room schoolhouse in Lucas, Michigan. After 4 years in the one-room schoolhouse, he continued schooling in McBain, Michigan, and eventually graduated from McBain High School in 1964. He then continued his education, receiving a bachelor's degree from Michigan State University and a master's degree from Central Michigan University. He taught junior high school science for Cadillac Public Schools for 10 years. In 1980, he made a career change from education to residential building for the next 27. This scholarship is given in memory of his wife, Karen Ellenboss, who passed away in 2012. Mrs. Ellenboss was an excellent student, graduating a valedictorian from Cadillac High School in 1966. She held a bachelor's and master's degree from Central Michigan University. She was a high school business teacher in Cadillac and retired after 32 years of service. The winner of our Gary J. Ellenboss Scholarship is Michaela Bell. Our next scholarship is the Hookwater Scholarship, worth $3,000 for 5 students. This fund was established in 2018. Jerry Hookwater was raised on a dairy farm near McBain and graduated from McBain Public High School in 1965. He served in the Army, which included a Vietnam deployment. After the service, he attended Ferris State College before graduating from Michigan State University with a bachelor's degree in civil structural engineering. Jerry worked in the engineering and construction industry for 34 years, first designing and later managing the design and construction of various projects throughout the United States as well as abroad before retiring in the Cadillac area. 5 students for the Hookwater Scholarship: Reese Ensing, Emma Skierbeck, Tana Van Polen, Joseph Winkle, and Kylie Whitbeck. Our next scholarship is the Bernard and Sandra Meyring Family Scholarship, worth $2,000. Bernard and Sandra Meyring are lifelong supporters of the McBain School District. Bernard was a student there along with their 3 children and several grandchildren. As proud Rambler supporters, they still attend many sports events as possible. Bernard worked for the McBain Schools as head of maintenance for 43 years, and Sandra was a reading improvement teacher for 34. They truly both have a deep love for the further education of students and the time that they spent working with them. The scholarship was created in 2015 that honored the professions of their children in construction, nursing, administration, and education. The winner of the Bernard and Sandra Meyring Family Scholarship is Carson Agama. Next is the Donald P. Mize Scholarship, worth $2,000. This fund was established in 2005. Donald Mize graduated from McBain High School in 1959. He had a 35-year career in education as a teacher, high school principal, and district school administrator in the Dearborn School District. The preference is that the scholarship be awarded to students attending college in the field of education, or if the selection committee feels that there is a better student match for the scholarship. The scholarship may be awarded to another qualifying student pursuing a career in a different field. The Donald P. Mize Scholarship, for $2,000, the winner is Claire Goodrich. I just want to take a second and thank my Vanna, Mr. Murphy. He's doing a great job, isn't he? Thank you. Yeah. And Mrs. Potshead backstage. She doesn't want to come out much. So. Our next award is the Skierbeck Thompson Scholarship, worth $1,000 for 3 winners. This scholarship was established in 2022 by John and Jennifer Skierbeck in memory of their fathers, Randall J. Skierbeck and David L. Thompson. John and Jennifer are lifelong residents of the McBain area and both graduates and proud supporters of the McBain school system. John graduated in 1993 and Jennifer in 1995. After high school, John attended Ferris State University and graduated with a degree in heavy equipment technology. Their 3 children attend and or graduated from McBain schools as well. Together in 2015, John and Jennifer started the Northern Truck Service business in the city of McBain. Our 3 winners tonight for the Skierbeck Thompson Scholarship, Michaela Bell, Landon Ealing, and Claire Goodrich. Our next scholarship is the Todd Seeley Scholarship, worth $2,000. This scholarship fund was established in 2016 by Todd Seeley, owner of Forward Concrete Incorporated. Mr. Seeley is a 1986 graduate of McBain Public Schools, and this fund was established to further the education of a student studying in the following areas: construction trades, landscape design, commercial buildings design, carpentry, metals technology, welding, mechanical engineering, construction engineering, mechanical drafting, construction project management, or building design, construction materials selection management, building construction architecture, or surveying, or other related field. This year's winner of the Todd Seeley Scholarship for $2,000 is Alex Vanna. Our next scholarship is the Westphere Scholarship, worth $1,000 for 1 student. The Westphere Memorial Scholarship Fund was established in 2017 by Beverly Winkle and Marcia Southman to honor the memory of their parents, Frank and Jane Westphere, and their sister, Debbie Kennedy. Frank and Jane were partial owners of the local auto body shop and were lifelong residents of McBain. They were both very active in the community and strong supporters of McBain Public School. Mr. Westphere was president of the school board when he died in 1966, and Debbie graduated in 1967, attended Calvin College, and graduated with a bachelor's degree in music. Debbie passed away in 2007 from ovarian cancer. It is preferred that this scholarship be awarded to students who are planning to pursue a career in music, auto body, or repair, or the medical field. The winner tonight for $1,000 Westphere Scholarship is Michaela Bell. Our next scholarship is a general fund scholarship made possible by the McBain Rural Agricultural School Foundation Scholarship Fund. It was established in 2014. The scholarship is funded by contributions made to the foundation that are not designated for one or another specific scholarship. The funds generated by the annual auction held each spring and generously supported by the McBain community and area merchants are always used for these supported scholarships. We have 3 general fund scholarships worth $2,000 each. Amari Block. Aaliyah Kitson. And Christian Mitchell. The last and final award and scholarship made possible by the foundation is the Peter J. Vanderpool Award. This scholarship fund was established in 2014 by an anonymous McBain alumnus in honor of Peter J. Vanderpool. Mr. Vanderpool was a teacher for several years and later superintendent who guided the McBain School District through consolidations for an additional 27 years into the district it is today. Mr. Vanderpool retired in 1972, and this scholarship is awarded to the recipient of the Peter J. Vanderpool Award, which is established in 1976. And it is the most prestigious award here for any graduating senior in 2022. This year, our staff in the school had nominated three students to go through an interview process with administration, and it's an interesting thing to see how kids they grow up so fast. And I got to say, just for a minute, this graduating class is my first class that I've seen all the way through high school for 4 years. So it's kind of special to see you guys graduate and how much you have matured over 4 years. It's truly good. That's a good thing. Our nominees for the Peter J. Vanderpool Award we were lucky to have interview were Maya Isinga, Reese Ensing, and Dylan Schoner. Now, don't I have anything for you yet, and you guys already know all of this, right? But we were going to show you off here tonight, for everyone. But of these 3, one is going to be a winner tomorrow, and announced at graduation for the Peter J. Vanderpool Award and win that scholarship as well. The other 2 as runners-up will also then receive a $2,000 Meekoff scholarship. So just very proud of all 3 of these, as well as the other seniors here tonight. Very special night. Again, I can't emphasize the amount of work that people put into play to give students and of their money to help them in their education. Education is the one thing that continues to improve life, improve who we are, better ourselves continually as a lifelong learner. I would encourage everybody to continue with that education as much as they can. We're at the conclusion of our night together. We do have a special something, though, to show everyone. It'll only be a few minutes, but it's very important that we get this message across. Mr. Dwayne Ellenboss typically closes out our honors night shows, our programs, and because he is not able to make it here tonight, we are going to have you watch one that we have a recording of. Seniors, pay attention. He has a great message for you. Jacob?
Congratulations to all of you quality young McBain graduates here this evening. I want to tell you, number one, that we have something in common. I also graduated from McBain Public School 70 years ago this year. And also, just by happens that tomorrow is my 87th birthday. So I've been hanging around for a long time. I have not lived through anything quite like this COVID-19 situation. I lived through part of the Great Depression, the Second World War, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and several recessions in the business world of my life. And I remember those things. The one thing I do really remember, young ladies and gentlemen, I remember our senior year here at McBain. The senior year, especially the last 3-4 months, were really fun. We were planning on, baccalaureate and commencement and graduation. And most importantly, we had our senior trip, and we went to Washington, D.C. in one of our school buses. Now, if that wasn't a thrill, that was really something. Well, I will tell you, the last 2 or 3 months, I've thought about you graduating young folks a lot, and I hurt for you. You've missed a really, really interesting part of that senior year. I do have, on these subjects, I have 2 personal thoughts. And the first one is, this is strictly mine, I believe that the COVID-19 thing will pass and your and our lives will return to normal. And secondly, the United States of America has been a pretty darn good place for me to live for 87 years. And I'm very, very grateful that I could have spent my life here in the United States of America. And I hope you feel the same way, and I hope and I believe that it will continue to be that for you folks. Now, just a few thoughts on education, life, work. Number one, dreams can become reality through hard work. Number 2, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Number 3, anything worth doing is worth doing enthusiastically. And 4, in education, work, and life, do and be your very best. Then hold up your head knowing you gave it your best shot. 5, treat others with dignity and respect. Most of the time, it will be returned. If it isn't, know that you did the honorable thing. And 6, when it is decision time in your lives and you make major decisions, listen to your inner voice, your heart or your gut or that feeling in your tummy, whatever you get. And if you make a decision that doesn't feel right, just back off for a few days and take another look. And then, my favorite subject, number 7, we're going to talk about finances. A long time ago, a young man who was about to go into college came to me and said, Mr. Ellenboss, I'd like to be financially independent someday. How do I do that? And I said, well, Tim, I have 3 rules. Rule number 1, if you want to have some financial independence, work very hard, spend less than you make, and invest wisely. Rule number 2, if you never want to have anything, spend everything you make, because anything you buy will wear out or rust out or go out of style. And rule number 3, if you want to get in deep trouble financially, spend more than you make, and I promise you, you will have major problems. So, having said those things, I would simply like to say to all of you, remind you, you are our future. We're betting on you. In a few short years, you will all be in positions of responsibility and authority. And I'm looking forward to those days. And I also would just say one more thing to you. Number 1, You need to take good care of you, physically, mentally, emotionally. That's your job. Others will help you, but ultimately, you need to take good care of you, and I know you will. So having said those things to you, I simply would like to say that I hope and pray that life will be very, very kind to all of us gathered here this evening. Thanks.
Video recorded from a time a year or so ago, 2 years ago. Mr. Ellenboss could not make it here tonight, but the message rings true very, very loudly. Every time I get to hear him speak those words, it resounds. So hold on to those, and yeah, they'll suit you well for sure. We're wrapping up our program now. The only last thing to do is to take a few pictures. I do want to have the foundation scholarship winners here just quickly near the stage for Mrs. Gildy to take a picture. And then if everybody else would like in the lobby, there should be some coffee, a bottle of water, and some cookies if you'd like to partake. They're going to take a couple of pictures, and then everybody can get on their way. So thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate you and the support in your kids' lives.
Today's gonna be my day. I just wanna climb to the top of a mountain, stand tall when I'm howling. 'Cause today's gonna be my day, it's gonna be my day. Good night stress, see you in the morning. I don't gotta guess, you're always there for me. Sowing them seeds of doubt, you like seeing me freak out. Good night stress, see you in the morning. So I wake up, I get out of bed, stay up, stay out of my head 'cause it's dangerous, and I don't wanna lose my mind, no. I just wanna shine like the sun when it comes up, run the city from the rooftops, 'cause today's gonna be my day. I just wanna climb to the top of a mountain, stand tall when I'm howling, 'cause today's gonna be my day. I used to lay low, hiding in the shadows, so don't give me dark days, I already had those. I'm just trying to figure out how to be myself right now. I don't wanna lay low, hiding in the shadows. So I wake up, I get out of bed, stay up, stay out of my head, it's dangerous, and I don't wanna lose my mind, no. I just wanna shine like the sun when it comes up, run the city from the rooftops, 'cause today's gonna be my day. I just wanna climb to the top of a mountain, stand tall when I'm howling, 'cause today's gonna be my day. starry night. When that moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fire.